Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. It's time to take this thing out once and for all. I would wager that this is probably it for the Peace Walker itself. Time to prevent all-out nuclear war. Let's do it!
Snake, you have to stop that data from being sent.
No shit! That's the plan, homie. Anybody got anything useful to say other than like, oh man, you need to do it? Nope, nobody's got nothing to say this time. Alright, I have no idea. I'm just going to bring the same shit I brought last battle, hoping that it's going to be similar. If I'm wrong, well, then we'll have to re-gear up. But let's just hope that it's not a long affair like last time. For all I know, it's a completely different thing we're about to do. I have no fucking clue. Let's just find out the hard way. Doing it blindly, as usual. It's the best. Oh, yeah. Now what? What do we do? Whoa. No, seriously, what do we do?
Snake, you have to stop that data from being
And how do
sent.
you propose I do that thing? Do I have to blow up that? Well, I shot it. I don't know what that accomplished. What do I... I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to do here. Explosives? I have no idea right now. I am at a loss. Am I supposed to know what to do here? I'm confused right now. Utterly confused. Shoot you in the face? Pods? I don't know. Explosions are happening. That's gotta be a good sign, right? Just keep on firing away, I guess. Going straight for the pods, because that's like the most... I don't know. What am I doing? What is this accomplishing? I'm supposed to be looking for something specific to shoot at? I'm supposed to be shooting at that one up there? I feel like something's happening. Is that loading our fucking bullets right into this bitch or what? Whatever. Just keep firing, I guess. So we're out of bullets. Hey, look, we're out of bullets. Alright, RPG-2. Fire! We're supposed to shoot it in its bleeding spots. I don't know. I feel like that did something. Yeah, actually. Something is happening. I was like, something is happening. Okay. Okay, it's starting to blow up. Alright, this is probably a good sign. I say probably lightly because I have no fucking idea. Did I do it? What's happening here?
165 seconds.
Snake, I think you have to act now, bro. Do something.
55 seconds. 150 seconds. 105 seconds.
You gotta be kidding me with this shit. Doesn't this thing ever fucking give up? I mean, we have to get it to go in the water, right? Isn't that what we're really trying to do? We're trying to get it to go in the water or whatever. Nice music. music. It's singing. What is happening right now? I don't know. I don't know. Whoa, what the? It's loading all over my screen. Everything's loading. Ah. Butterflies. Reminds me of the fucking giant singing in Majora's Mask.
Boss.
That voice. What?
What's going on?
That song.
Boss. Is that you?
How in the...
A ghost in machine?
I like that song, Ghost in the Machine. That's a good song.
She's drowning herself to stop the transmission.
Look!
It's functional compensation. When the human brain is damaged, sometimes it recovers over time. Other parts of the brain take over the functions of the damaged parts. Mammal and reptile were patterned after different parts of the human brain. When those parts were assembled together into one, they must have become capable of functional compensation.
We got peace all over the world. Peace all over the world, baby. Peace.
Her memories remained with her. Is this her answer? The song.
It's clearly not thinking rationally. It's not using its head. It's using its heart.
This is the fate she chose for herself.
The boss's innocence has been proven. Do you hear it, Snake? Do you hear the boss's song?
You saw it, didn't you? When you went to space, that there's beauty outside of battle. At last, I understand. In the end, it was you who put down your gun and chose instead to sing. They can all hear you. I know they can. And your will shall surely live on. That's what you wanted. So much that you gave up everything you had. But you couldn't achieve it. Isn't that right? And still, all you can do is sing. There's no peace to be found anywhere. And so, we can only keep on hoping. Hoping for the illusion we call peace.
Snake threw away the headband. Is this when he stops using it? Stops trying to relive, or I shouldn't say relive, but like take the boss's place or whatever, live vicariously as the boss, so to speak. Was that, you know, like he had the scar on his chest like her and everything? Is this where he decides to just stop doing that anymore? In time, all standing armies must be totally abolished. Immanuel Kant, Perpetual Peace, Chapter 1. Alright. In time. Who's breathing? Luke. Wait, what? Credits? Oh, okay. Well, that must be the end of the main story. Because credits are rolling. And that's kind of what I expected once we defeated Peace Walker, that the main story would be over. But calm your tits, everyone. Jesus Christ. I still get comments like that sounds like that I'm worried that I'm going to stop as soon as I beat Peace Walker. I'm not stopping right now. This isn't the end of the LP. I am aware there's more stuff after you beat this game. It's a mission-based game. Of course there's more stuff. I said that already. I said that last episode, in fact. Anyway, let's just watch these credits roll. And should I reflect on the game at least? Because I feel like what's left is just what's left is like going to be missions and possibly some small extra story stuff. Probably nothing too major, but just like more like fun extra story stuff. And along with a lot of side story stuff that you guys want me to try out too, which I'll get to in time. But let's go ahead and talk about this game as a whole story-wise for now, because this seems to be the end of the main story. So, as a supplement to the ending of Metal Gear Solid 3, which is where this continues from, or at least 10 years after that, I gotta say, not impressed. I'm not gonna lie. Metal Gear Solid 3, out of all the Metal Gear Solid games, 1 through 4 at least, had my least favorite story overall. It had some interesting characters, which is why I actually still like 3 over 2. But overall, just because it went back and told you the story of Big Boss, or at least how he becomes Big Boss, and the boss, to learn about the boss, and the whole, I don't know, the whole thing was supposed to be like, you're supposed to, I don't know, you're supposed to feel some things for the boss in Metal Gear Solid 3, or by the ending at least. And for some reason, for the most part, that game just didn't do for me. Hold on, the credits kind of stopped rolling here. Let's read some of these. I'm not going to read it word for word, but I'll at least skim them in my head. Some kind of treaty got signed. Prime Minister of Japan got a Nobel Peace Prize. Nicaragua takes hostages. Okay. President of Costa Rica admits collaborating with CIA. Ho Chi Minh campaign reunites North and South Vietnam. U.S. Soviet League for Peaceful Joint Activity Space. Nicaraguan Revolution. Somoza's assassinated. Soviet Union invades Afghanistan. Emmerich becomes a father. Hal. Costa Rican president Gorbachev comes to power in the Soviet Union. The Berlin Wall goes down. And the Costa Rican government persuades Panama to abolish its military. Are we going to get... I guess we're not going to get a full credits right now, maybe? Is that what's happening right now? We're not going to get a full credits? If we... Let's see if more credits roll. Yep. To be continued in Chapter 5, Outer Heaven. Okay. So maybe we're not getting a full credits right now. For a second there, I thought we were going to get a full-on credits, but maybe we're not. Or maybe we are. Okay, there it is. Okay, I was waiting a second to see if it popped up. Alright, so here's the full-on credits. So I will continue what I was saying. Alright, so Metal Gear Solid 3 tried to make you feel something for the boss, the woman, by the end of the game. And those of you who've watched me play that Let's Play know that by the end of that I was kind of iffy on the boss. I wasn't a big fan of her. I didn't have any strong feelings one way or the other. I didn't hate her or anything. I just didn't have any... The story didn't grab me. I don't know what it was. It just didn't... It wasn't emotionally gripping for me, personally. I liked some of the characters, like Volgin was a good villain, and I liked some of the boss fights. Those were pretty good. Like the end was a pretty good boss fight, and stuff like that. I don't want to get into too much detail about that game specifically, but just saying that this game, as a, like, I'll call it a supplement, because it's not really a full-on Metal Gear Solid game to me. It really isn't. As a supplement to Metal Gear Solid 3, I guess it's good enough to like expand upon the boss's story if you care for that sort of thing. And you know, sometimes I do like that sort of thing, but I think because this isn't a full-on Metal Gear Solid game, I can only really call this a supplemental Metal Gear Solid game. It doesn't feel like a full-fledged Metal Gear Solid game to me. It just doesn't. I can't put it in the same series as 1, 2. I mean, I guess that's why it's not Metal Gear Solid 5 or Metal Gear Solid 3 Part 2 or whatever, because it's not on par with those games. I guess that's what bothers me about it. I don't know. I can look at it like it is part of that, but it's really not. And I understand why it's not, because it's a mobile game, or it was a portable game for the PSP originally. So I mean, I understand why it was limited, why they couldn't just make it a full-on Metal Gear Solid game. I know this, and the gameplay is on par with Metal Gear Solid, if you ask me. The fact that you can, the combat itself is still pretty much Metal Gear Solid. That hasn't changed, but just the way the game is laid out, instead of being story-driven, it's mission-based. And while I understand mission-based is good for portable games, yeah, it's not a Metal Gear Solid game. It's hard to put it as part of the main series for me. I'm sure a lot of what I'm saying right now, I don't know how many Metal Gear Solid diehards are going to agree with how I'm critiquing this, but that's just how I'm feeling here, seeing as how I'm just playing this for the first time. So just figured I'd put that out there, that out of all the Metal Gear Solid Let's Plays I've done, this is by far my least favorite. And not because of the Let's Play itself, but just because of the game itself. As a Let's Play, it's been fine, and it's been easy to record because it's mission-based. Mission-based is like the easiest way to Let's Play ever, because you can just do a mission and end the episode. It's really simple to have a layout for when you're doing a game like this. But in terms of like me personally enjoying the game, like how well I'll remember this game for how good or great it is, it's not gonna happen for me. I don't see myself giving a second thought to this game once I'm done with it. I don't know. It feels weird to me to be talking like this, and this Let's Play is gonna continue. But I feel like my real genuine thoughts on the game have to be put out there at some point, and I figured during the ending credits of the story is the best time to say all this, regardless of what we have left to do. So even though I'm saying all these things right now, yes, this is not the end of the Let's Play, evidenced by the fact that this episode is not titled Finale. It's the end of the story, the main story. There's extra story to be had. It just straight up tells you right at the end of the beginning credits. It continues in Chapter 5. So we'll get to that Chapter 5 as soon as these credits are over. And maybe there will be a ending credit dialogue or something like usual in Metal Gear Solid. Always expecting that. I suppose this game, for what it is, and let's talk about it objectively as its own game now, instead of comparing it to the rest of the series. Objectively, as its own game, it's done really well. Mission-based, stealthy mission stuff. I mean, sure, the missions are kind of short, but I think for a portable game, it has to be, for you to be able to like stop a mission real fast and come back to it later. Portable kind of has to be set up that way if it's small, short bursts of stealthiness. And like, yeah, because like even some of the story parts can be drag on for a little bit longer than a portable game might need to be. But anyway, yeah, as for what it is, it's done really well, I have to say. Also, apparently they have Assassin's Creed 2 staff on this list for whatever reason. What was I saying? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, for what this game is, it is a good game. I'm not denying that this game can be good for those who enjoy this sort of thing. There's no denying that. And the remake, this HD remake, looks really good. I kind of wish that if they were going to go a full HD remake on it, they should have made all the comic book cutscenes into real 3D cutscenes. I don't know. I guess it kind of would have took away from the parts where you actually had to press buttons, like have action QTEs or whatever. But, I don't know. I feel like if you're going to go HD remake, you might as well go all out and remake the cutscenes too. I guess that's just me. I don't know. Not that the comic book style was bad, but I feel like that was because it was on the portable. If they could have done full-on 3D cutscenes for the whole game, they would have. That's how I look at it anyways. Are we done with these credits yet? I gotta be getting close, right? I think so. So let's see if there's anything that comes up after the credits. Tra-la-la-la! Yes, Kojima is God. We know. We know! Move on, please. Anything? Ears are open.
Snake, you still
There
here?
it is. I'm here.
Come on. Let's go back.
I'm not going back.
Huh?
I'm done.
Snake, you don't mean...
I'm done looking for the truth.
What What are you saying, Snake?
I was wrong.
Come on, boss. Everybody's waiting for you.
She betrayed me, Kaz.
She what?
In the end, she put down her gun. And when she did, she rejected her entire life up to that point, including me.
What do you mean?
In giving up her life, she abandoned everything she was as a soldier.
And you consider that betrayal?
I won't make the same choice as her. My future is going to be different.
Then,
Yeah, that's right. From now on, call me Big Boss.
Damn right, you better call me Big Boss. I reject the name no more. I'm bigger than her. I'm the bigger boss. Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker with the... Why did it get all yellow on me? I don't know. It's so yellow. Yellow with, Yeah, yella, fella. Cowards are yella. Alright, so we got the tuxedo uniform. Ooh, we could look fancy, 007 style. We got the illusion of paz. We got new co-ops communication messages. Alright, cool. Alright, guys. We are done with the main story of the thing. I know we're not done, but we're done with the main story. Let's see what's available now that we've done
Got
that.
a sec, Snake?
What's up?
It's about Paz. You know she doesn't have any family. She got a scholarship thanks to Zadornov and was living at the dorms, but he was KGB. All signs are her scholarship came from the KGB too. Even if they let him go, she's not going to be seeing any more money.
It wouldn't have been much anyway.
So, I was wondering, what about letting her stay here for a while?
What does she think?
She says she wants to help out. It would only be temporary. She's still in shock. Right now, no one understands her better than we do.
Okay, but Kaz, don't take your eyes off her.
What do you mean?
It won't be easy getting used to this kind of life.
I know, Snake. I'm not trying to turn her into one of us. You should talk to her yourself later.
Okay.
And, Dr. Strangelove wants to come too.
Strangelove?
Well, she's out of a job now, and she'd have a problem returning to England. You can talk to her about it. Anyway, you don't need me to tell you how good she'd be for R&D.
Alright, well, looks like we got some new people in our army. Paz is actually joining the army for now. And Strangelove is in, huh? Cool. I'm okay with this. I am okay with this. Paz joins. Strangelove joins. Oh, what? We got Zadornov in the brig? Really? Interesting. Smoke grenades. Oh, we're at it. So for some reason, my GIMP got lower. Why did my GIMP go lower? Oh. Wait, what? No, why is... What? Why did my GIMP go so low? That's super low. What the fudge? Whatever. We can stop working on that. Why did the GIMP go so low? That's super weird that it went that low. Anyway. So we got some new people. Oh, I got a new volunteer from when I was doing some outer ops. Anyway, let's go ahead and auto-assign them. Actually, let's make sure Strangelove goes to R&D. Please. Alright, we gotta take somebody out of R&D. We got too many people in there. Actually don't know what Paz would be best at. Looks like we have too many in R&D. We could take the worst person in here out. Mr. Lion, you will be reassigned to the mess hall team, you useless bastard. Indeed. Alright. Yeah, okay. So, what do I do for the rest of this episode? That's the best question I have for myself. I guess let's just see what we have in the way of briefing files, because we may have to have a briefing file episode next time so we can catch up on anything new that pops up there. Oh, wow. And we don't have any new missions yet either. Yet. I said yet. We might have to do briefing files to unlock some of these new missions. Or something. Actually, I'm not entirely sure. Whoa, wait, what? There's a new one. Hold on. Oh, main ops. Wait, no, I was here. I was on all. Oh, wait, what? Was I not on all? Okay, maybe I wasn't on all. Never mind. I take that back. Here's some new ops right here. We got side ops. We got the Fulton recovery. We got the date with Paz. Hell yeah. And we got the armored vehicle battle. Alright, so we do have some new missions to do. That's good. I was like, what the fuck? Never mind. Well then, in that case, let me just go to a side mission real quick
Let's get this.
and see what kind of briefing files we have right now. We might be able to knock a little bit of them out. So let's see what we got. Miller, what you got? Oh man, Miller's got all sorts of new shit to talk about. I'm not going to talk to him right now. Paz has got some new stuff. Amanda doesn't have anything new right now. Okay. Chico, nothing new for him right now. Huey's got a couple new ones. Cecil's got some stuff about France and Strangelove. Oh my god, we are full on with just so many women in our list now. We got England, we got France, we got Nicaragua and Costa Rica. I mean, we're just... Wait, was Paz Costa Rica? I don't even remember. All I know is... Good lord. We got sexy accents all day, baby. All day. Alright, anyway, and speaking of that, we have new data files too. Jeez. Alright. Yeah, we even got new stuff in Paz's tapes. Man, we got all sorts of shit. You know what? In this episode, let's do Paz's tapes. Because there's a couple new ones here that I would like to... Oh, no, there isn't. I take that back. These are both Strangelove stuff. Yeah, let's go ahead and hear these because we got a few minutes. Let's go ahead.
Enter simulation date.
August 24th.
Location.
Selenoyarsk, USSR.
Mission.
Support a covert agent whose objective is the rescue of a nuclear weapons scientist.
Who is the agent?
Your student. Your most beloved.
Acknowledged. Define current mission progress.
With your help, the agent has successfully made contact with the target. All that's left is to wait for recovery. Now, deduce the best course of action.
I take the scientist away from the agent.
What for?
As a gift when I defect.
Why are you defecting?
To reform my special forces unit with my former comrades in arms.
No, I don't want to know your objective. I'm asking for the reason. Why are you betraying your country?
I do not defect in order to betray America. Betrayal is merely the outcome of that defection.
Response time is always slower here. Perhaps she lacks confidence in her judgment. You're a hero in the West. Why should the Soviets trust you?
In addition to the scientist, I provide them with a portable nuclear warhead in order to win the favor of a Russian GRU officer.
And then you launched it.
Launched? The nuke? Me?
That's right. At a target inside Soviet territory.
Nuclear weapons make my blood run cold. They blot out the future. How could I? Karma. Is it my karma? The karma my mistake has brought upon us? My...
Attention. Discontinue forward reasoning. Cross-check with knowledge base.
Affirmative. Cross-check complete. Revising conclusion as follows. I steal the new weapons developed by the scientist, and then launch the nuke at the Weapons Design Bureau.
Forward and backward reasoning are in conflict. Attention. Return to forward reasoning.
Affirmative.
Your apprentice returns for the scientist.
I send him away.
He doesn't give up.
I send my comrades to defeat him.
All of them fail. Even the GRU officer who oversaw your defection is defeated by your apprentice, along with the new weapon. Now, what is your course of action?
I fight him.
Why? With your GRU patron dead, there's no reason for you to fight. Why not just run away?
I must fight him.
I do not see the reason. With a soldier of your caliber on his side, how could the GRU officer be defeated to begin with? Did you betray him too?
I've been waiting for a long time.
You could switch allegiance from GRU to KGB and take the remaining nuke as a gift. There's no chance they wouldn't welcome a hero of your stature.
Drift away. My place is with them now.
I didn't ask you that. Give me the basis for your reasoning. Tell me the truth.
Politics determine who you face on the battlefield.
Why won't you answer me? It's like you were just waiting for him to kill you.
I was disloyal. Betrayed my country. I deserve to die.
How can you say that? You can't be a traitor. You're not that kind of person.
Kill me. Kill me now.
Stop it! Stop it! Attention! Discontinue reasoning.
One must die. and one must live.
Stop it, damn you! Discontinue!
Life's end. Isn't it beautiful?
Shut down! Always in the same place. Her reasoning goes haywire. Someone holds the key. Perhaps it's him. I'll get it out of him. One way or another.
I'll electrocute him until he dies or tells me the truth. Yeah, that's fun. Alright, let's go ahead and hit up the boss's final mission, Ava's debriefing. I wonder if this is the same thing we heard at the very end of Metal Gear Solid 3. Let's see.
She told me everything. Why did she open her heart to me like that? At the time, I couldn't understand it. But now, I think I do. Snake, she wanted you to know the truth. She chose me to tell you. That's why she saved my life. I've lied to you so many times, but not this time. My orders from the government were to obtain the legacy and to eliminate everyone who knew the truth about what happened. In other words, I'm supposed to kill you. But I can't do it. Not because we loved each other, and not because you saved my life, but because I made a promise to the boss. And I intend to keep it. I just wanted you to know. And you have to live. Snake, listen to me. She didn't betray the United States. No, far from it. She was a hero who died for her country. She carried out her mission knowing full well what was going to happen. Self-sacrifice, because that was her duty. The boss's defection was a ruse set up by the US government. It was all a big drama staged by Washington so they could get their hands on the philosopher's legacy. And the boss was the star of the show. They planned it so that they could get the legacy that Colonel Volgin inherited and destroy the Shagohod at the same time. Only a legendary hero like the boss could have earned Volgin's trust. Finding out where the philosopher's legacy was hidden was to be her greatest mission. Everything was going according to plan. But then something happened that no one could have predicted. Colonel Volgin fired an American-made nuclear warhead at Sokolov's research facility. Khrushchev demanded that the US government provide proof that it wasn't involved. They couldn't just abort the operation to steal the legacy. So the operation itself was greatly expanded and revised. The authorities in Washington knew that in order to prove its innocence, they'd have to get rid of the boss. And that one of their own would have to do the job. The public couldn't be allowed to find out about it. Not ever. This, they concluded, would be the best way to keep the whole thing under wraps. The boss wouldn't be allowed to come back home alive. And she wouldn't be allowed to kill herself. Her life would be ended by her most beloved disciple. That was the way the government wanted it. That was the mission she was given. And she had no choice but to carry it out. Her death, at your hands, was a duty she had to fulfill. Out of duty, she turned her back on her own comrades. A lesser woman would have been crushed by such a burden. The taint of disgrace will follow her to her grave. Future generations will revile her. In America, as a despicable traitor with no sense of honor. And in Russia, as a monster who unleashed a nuclear catastrophe. She will go down in official history as a war criminal. And no one will ever understand her. That was her final mission. And like a true soldier, she saw it through to the end. But I think she wanted you, of all people, to know the truth. She wanted to live on in your memory, not as a soldier, but as a woman. But she was forbidden to tell you herself. And that's why she told me. Snake, history. We'll never know what she did. No one will ever learn the truth. Her story, her debriefing, will endure only in your heart. Everything she did for her country. She sacrificed her life and her honor for her native land. She was a real hero. She was a true patriot.
All right, so that I'm pretty sure that was the exact same long-ass speech Ava had after him or her and Ava did it. Or wait, what am I trying to say? When Ava and Snake did it at the end of Metal Gear Solid 3, and then he woke up and she wasn't there, and then he listened to the tape. That was this tape. I'm pretty sure. Kind of interesting that they included it in this game just so you can relive it, I guess, or people who haven't played Metal Gear Solid 3, I guess. I don't know. Why would you play this and not Metal Gear Solid 3? I guess if you only had a PSP. That makes sense. Alright, so that's going to conclude this episode of Let's Play Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. In the next one, we may just do all briefing files, or maybe I'll do side missions, and then I'll do briefing files. I don't know. I haven't decided. Either way, we'll work on it in the next episode. Obviously, the Let's Play isn't over yet. Hooray! Peace!